Governance Day January 13, 2022 will remain unique in the annals of the state history in general, and the administration of the state governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun in particular, being the day the citizens of the state from all walks of life stood up in unison to receive the number one citizen of the Federal Republic, President Muhammadu Buhari, who was on a one-day presidential visit to the Gateway State. This historic visit has to be acknowledged as a testimonial to the giant strides of the Dapo Abiodun-led administration's 30-month sojourn as governor of our dear state. The largely anticipated presidential tour saw the president commissioning 4 massive and people-oriented projects, which has been rightly tagged legacy projects, designed to serve the interests of the citizens of the state, spanning across spheres and strata, locality and interests. Expectedly, the welcome granted the president was symbolic of the unbridled hospitality and warmth usually associated with the sociability, pleasantness and friendliness known for the government and people of Ogun State. On assumption of office in 2019, Governor Abiodun had pledged his government's commitment to the individual prosperity of the citizens through the unfolding of the Share Mantra, being the basis upon which the administration will function. The consequence of a strict adherence to this template found expression in the nature and essence of the massive projects undertaken by the government, the commissioning of which formed part of the duties of President Buhari as he came visiting. After the warm reception given to the president at the city gate, where he had gone to commission the Gateway City Monument Gate, Buhari made clear his delight over the major achievements of the state governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, which he admitted made him proud.
Let me start by thanking His Excellency, the Governor and people of Ogun State for the reception accorded me and my team on our arrival in the state. I had planned to be here a few weeks ago in December last year, but for a conflict of schedules. This welcome by the large crowd brings back the nostalgia of my first arrival on this soil as a young infantry officer in the Nigerian army. It was then left on my barracks in Abeokuta not long after independence. The traditional hospitality of the people of this state has not waned a bit. Today I am Omowale and very happy. With goodwill I have always enjoyed.
Addressing the mammoth crowd which had gathered to see him, the president was pleased to put the governor's achievement into perspective, especially given the unfortunate emergence of COVID-19.
I recall that Governor Dapo Abiodun visited me in the plantation villa at the height of the coronavirus pandemic in the year 2020. During that visit, he presented to me a compendium of achievements in his first 52 weeks. The compendium contained a good number of projects as escapulated under the development pillars with acronym ISEYA, ASEA. He could not commission the project then because of the coronavirus pandemic. The compendium surprised me. I wondered how he could deliver all the projects under the then prevailing circumstances. I am therefore delighted to accept his invitation. The invitation was not just to come and see or inspect, but to commission fully completed project that his administration has delivered for the wellness and well-being of the people of Ogun State.
It described the projects as icons which depicted the joining of hands for building the future of the state together, itemizing the projects and their significance to the people and government of the state.
I am here in Ogun State to commission 5 visionary and trailblazing projects. the gateway city gate. B, the 42-kilometer Shagamu interchange Abeokuta Road. C, the 14-kilometer Ijugu-Ode Ebe Expressway. Also, to be commissioned are two housing estates for low, medium, and high-income earners at Kowafe and Oke Oshun in Abeokuta, respectively. This is a high number of projects to be commissioned in one day, and it is gratifying. The 14-kilometer Ijugu-Ode Ojoda Ebe Road, which has been reconstructed into a modern expressway, will complement the Shagamu-Beni Expressway that the federal government is currently reconstructing, also due for commissioning this year. Just across the road is the 42-kilometer Shagamu interchange Abeokuta Road, which the state government has reconstructed and equipped with street lights and other modern road furniture. That road enjoys a direct linkage with the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway that the federal government is rebuilding and due for completion later this year. I am particularly impressed by the quality and standard of your road projects and the creative way you have deployed resources to reconstruct and rehabilitate them. It is significant to note that the two road projects being commissioned today are federal roads. This is an example of constructive engagement, cooperation, and collaboration between the state and federal government. These roads also fit well into our rail transportation master plan that connects Lagos, Nigeria's economic capital, to Kano, with Ogun State having more rail stations along the Lagos-Ibadan rail corridor. It is equally heartwarming that your housing program cuts across different social strata. Some are for the medium and high-income earners, while others are especially for the low-income earners and are truly affordable. This Gateway City Gate project, where we are now, is not just a park beautification project. It depicts that something new is happening in Ogun State. A welcoming entrance into the state capital and the center point of the state.
Adding that the governor's huge investment on security and other sectors made all this possible, President Buhari pledged more in terms of assistance to the government and people of the state.
Your Excellency, well done. I am proud of what we have done for your state and your people. These lofty projects could not have materialized without your huge investment and commitment to security of lives and property. This has made Ogun State one of the safest and most peaceful states in the country and investors' destination of choice. You have justified the mandate of the people of Ogun State. I have also listened to your requests to give priority attention to the Lagos-Ota Abeokuta and the Shango-Ota Ijiroko roads respectively. Let me assure the people of Ogun State that these roads will see federal government attention. I will also consider approval of the reconstruction of Shagamu Ogijo Road where the Nigerian National Petroleum Company under tax credit scheme.
The state governor, Prince Dr. Abeokuta, had earlier showered encomiums on the president for the honor done to the government and the people of the state by his presence.
It's a pleasure for me on behalf of the people and government of the state to heartily welcome our dear Mr. President to your second home, the Gateway State. Earlier on, the MC called you Omowale. Your Excellency, Omowale means that our son has come back home. We are most delighted that you are here after the postponement of the initial visit scheduled for December 2021. Your Excellency, your visit to Ogun State today is not just a routine official visit of a sitting president to the state. It is much more. It's an honor done to the people of Ogun State. This is your first visit since my assumption in office, and we look forward to many of such. The rousing welcome to Your Excellency and your entourage by our people is an expression of our love for you. A little over a year ago, I was with Your Excellency to share some success stories of my stewardship in our first year in office. This was presented in a compendium because COVID-19 protocols did not allow for gatherings such as formal commissioning of projects. Your Excellency, you are here on our invitation to see our modest contributions to the continued development of our state in line with our building our future together agenda. Sir, we thank you for accepting to come.
Speaking on the project which the President commissioned, Prince Dr. Abeokuta said government was deliberate and guided by his administration's vision to make the state conducive for all.
All the projects and programs of administration in Ogun State are deliberate and guided by our vision. Our vision is to give Ogun State a focused and qualitative governance whilst creating an enabling environment for a public-private sector partnership which we believe is fundamental to the economic growth of the state and individual prosperity of our people. The choice of the 5 projects we are commissioning today from our many landmark projects was very daunting. These are just a few of our achievements. We have so much more to showcase. These selected few that are extended to the commission are, however, symbolic of the various types of projects across all sectors of our dear state economy, and they are spread all through the 3 central districts. Mr. President, I have the honor to report that the decision in Ogun State has continued to fulfill all its promises to people within available means. It is noteworthy that all our projects have the input and are informed by the needs of the people, as expressed by them at different engagements that we provide. This is because we anchor our building our future together agenda on inclusiveness, equity, fairness, transparency, accountability, justice, and obedience to the rule of law. Under our 5 governmental pillars, with the acronym ISHAYA, I for infrastructure, S for social and welfare, E for education, Y for youth empowerment and job creation, and A for agriculture. We base our choices on what the people say they want, and we get their buy-in for implementation.
He enumerated the values and the importance of the projects to the state and the country as a whole.
Mr. President, the Gateway City Gate, where we are now, for instance, is an iconic monument that not only beautifies this environment, but a reflection of a new approach to governance in this state. It symbolizes the convergence, harmony, and unity amongst all groups and sections of the state. It is not just a physical intersection of the 3 districts, it's a symbol of our togetherness and the legendary warmth and hospitality to our visitors and our guests. The Ijebu-Ode-Egbe Road, a federal road, which Your Excellency commissioned earlier, is another strategic arterial route that links the Lekki-Egbe corridor of Lagos State to the eastern corridor of Ogun State at Ijebu-Ode. With this road, socio-economic activities in the southeast and south-south zones of the country will receive a boost through the linkage of the road to the Shagamu-Benin Expressway for easier access by motorists to Lagos, Nigeria's largest economy. In the same vein, the Shagamu Interchange Abeokuta Road, which is 42 kilometers in length and is the main arterial road that leads into our capital city, is a dual carriageway with street lights, median and other road furniture. This road, though a federal road, was redesigned and reconstructed to address the daily challenges being experienced by commuters and to make commuting between the state capital and other part of the state and indeed the rest of the country safe, secure, and a pleasant experience. The two roads are very significant and critical to the socio-economic development of not only Ogun State, but the nation at large. Mr. President, two of our many housing projects have been completed and ready for you to commission. Our affordable housing estate at in Abeokuta comprises of 526 units of 2 and 3 bedroom bungalows. The King Scott at Ogun is a middle high income housing estate and has 31 of its 85 units in the first phase fully completed.
Governor Abeokuta further highlighted measures towards expanding the state's industrial base.
We have continued to improve on our ease of doing business. Ogun State now ranks 4th on the scale of ease of doing business in Nigeria. We will continue to improve on that until we become number 1. We appreciate that as existing business continue to thrive, more investments must also be attracted and startups encouraged. Today, I'm pleased to report that Ogun State is ranked the number 1 investment destination of choice, not only in Nigeria, but in the entire West African sub-region. We will continue to make Ogun State a place to live, work, and play. Your Excellency, that is the state of our dreams, and there are testimonials that we're on the right path. The last 30 months, we have restored people's trust and confidence in their government. We will continue to rekindle the hope of the people. I will never take their mandate for granted.
While thanking the president on the project he facilitated for the state through tax schemes, the governor, like Oliver Twist, placed new requests on the president's table.
In the same vein, we appreciate your approval to Alhaji Aliko Dangote for the construction of the Shagamu Interchange Papalato Road, which starts from here, through the federal government's tax credit scheme. Let me also appeal, sir, that the same tax credit scheme be extended to the Nigerian National Petroleum Company (NNPC) for the construction of the Shagamu Ogijo-Igodo Expressway. This road not only leads to the largest NNPC depot in Mosili, Shagamu, it's also an alternative road to the the busiest highway in this country, the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. We also look forward to the federal government approval of similar creative fund arrangements for Ota, Idi-Iroko and Lagos-Ota Abeokuta Road. Mr. President, sir, permit me to thank my brother governors, National Assembly members, honorable ministers, my friends from the private sector, and all other eminent and distinguished dignitaries for joining us to welcome you today. Many of them have gone through a lot of inconveniences to be here today. I also thank the Honourable Minister of Works, Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola, for the support we enjoy with his ministry. Our appreciation goes to the Governor of Central Bank of Nigeria for the creative funding, and same appreciation goes to others in the private sector like Alhaji Dangote, Mr. Habarigwe, Alhaji Abdul Samad, that have been supportive in one way or the other in the successful implementation of our building our future together.
The governor then made a symbolic presentation of a key of the Gateway City Monument Gate to the president. The 42-kilometer Abeokuta-Shiun Interchange Road, another of the commissioned projects, was also reconstructed to facilitate free flow of traffic, serving as an alternative route for those coming into the state capital, easing gridlocks and linking the state capital to parts of the state and country at large.
This is Ogun State. Let us continue to maintain our goodly nature by doing the right things at all times. Pay your taxes regularly. Dump your refuse in designated places. Live happily with your neighbors. Let us continue to make Ogun State great. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ogun, àjọṣe gbogbo wa ni.
Meanwhile, the president has marked his arrival in the state with the commissioning of the 14-kilometer Ijebu-Ode-Mojoda-Epe road. This road connects Ogun to Lagos State through the Lekki Industrial Corridor, where the Free Trade Zone and Dangote Refinery are both located. It also connects Shagamu-Bini Expressway, leading to southeast and the south-south of the country. At Kobape, President Buhari commissioned a 300-unit housing estate for low-income earners. The King's Court Estate Phase 1 at Okemoso in Abeokuta was another major housing estate commissioned by the president. It covers about 48,685 square meters, approximately 4.87 hectares of land, consisting of 31 villas of 5-bedroom apartments and attached boys' quarters. It boasts of other features, including service yard and a gatehouse. Architect Abiodun Farin Arule, a special advisor to Governor Abiodun and Managing Director, Ogun State Property and Investment Corporation, and he speaks on the corporation's efforts towards providing housing for all strata of society.
I'm more than excited. We were oversubscribed even before we started roofing the units. This is the first of its kind. In fact, this is the first time in the history of Ogun that administration build an estate like this and still declare profit of over 25%. This is very, very remarkable, and I'm very proud of this project. We've started the second phase, which is more for the middle income and low income earners. This is for high income earners because they are detached houses. We call them villas, 5-bedroom villas. Each unit has 5 bedrooms, all en suite, and a 1-bedroom attached boys' quarters. So that is what makes the buildings very unique. And apparently the other phase will be far better than this. In fact, I also tell you up front that we have over 50% of subscribers already for the second phase. Wow. Based on this, the success of this first phase.
Mr. Michael Femi Shodipo, one of the beneficiaries of the fully subscribed estate, shares his impressions.
This is good governance. Good governance in the sense that when infrastructure are provided for the people, and you don't need to know anybody, because we don't know anybody. We just follow the process. We took the form and we do our payment, and there you go. So this is a new dawn in Ogun State. And for those of us who are not even based in Ogun State, who are even in diaspora, I think this is a good one. It's a good one for the government to do more of this.
Primarily, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of the state, Prince Dapo Abiodun, when he came in, saw this location as a rallying point for the entire Ogun State. So he said, architect, could I have a design of a park that could be a welcome center, like a gateway into the state, for people coming in from Lagos, for people coming from Ibadan, for people coming from Benin, for people coming from Abeokuta. So that was the whole idea, that we should design a welcome center, which is what gave rise to that monument there. You could see the way it's standing, saying, welcome. And it's so imposing that once you get around here, you would see it. So that's the whole idea. Now, it's a monument, and because it's a monument, it's meant to be a tourist attraction. Therefore, if it's a tourist attraction, it generates income. And if it generates income, use the income to maintain it. And if you notice here, you have a lot of factories. The factories could be made to own it. You derive benefits from your adverts, okay? And with such fundings and payments from these factories, the place could be maintained. That's one. Secondly, it can turn into an amusement park, okay? So that at festivities, period, people will come in there and they pay a token. And thirdly, if you're traveling and you're tired, you want to break your journey, whether you're going to Ibadan or you're going to the north, it's a good place for you to come in and relax. So other things could actually come up here, like restaurant, like small gift shops, like a relaxation arcade, a convenience store, things like that you find abroad. This is a perfect location for things like that. And what that does is, for drivers that are weary, you could take a break, and that helps you to continue your journey. it holds a lot of promise. It depends on how you look at it. But I can tell you, it can even become the epicenter of luxury development in Ogun State.
An attestation to the fact that once again something good is happening in Ogun State. We are particularly happy and excited, and we are hoping that this will be a successful visit and it's going to be a great turnaround for the fortunes of our dear state. It is a message of hope. Our dear state, Ogun State, is a great state and it's going to continue to be great. Ogun State is a microcosm of Nigeria, and I'm not particularly surprised. We are very happy.
Don't forget that Ogun State is the industrial hub of Nigeria. And now, with this project, you could see that it's exposing Ogun State more to what is happening. This is what they call a success story. And once we continue like this, Ogun State will just be in the world map, which it has always been. So this project is a landmark, and it's something that should be commended. It's bringing quality, it's bringing assurance, it's bringing support that the president appreciates what is happening in Ogun State. And that's what we are looking at. And by the grace of God, Ogun State will prosper and thrive. And that is the focus. It will be a landmark. You know, Ogun State is number one in everything. And you know, if you remember, presidents are always coming to Ogun State to commission things. And this is not the new one, and it's happening now, and it's going to happen again.
We have to showcase what we have in Ogun State, and we must let them know that Ogun State is the hub for industrial upliftment in Nigeria. Definitely is the gateway, and with the name Gateway, it means that we are really the door for everybody, and they have to emulate us. So the projects like this one, you need to showcase what do you have, and the way to showcase is by letting people know at your entrance, how do you feel, what am I expecting really. So the monument, the park monument, is something that we should all embrace.
Memories linger, they say. That one-day presidential visit by President Muhammadu Buhari to Ogun State is one that certainly will. It served the purpose of showcasing the giant strides of the present administration under the leadership of Prince Dapo Abeokuta, while galvanizing the good people of the state who are known for their positive agitation towards a vibrant sense of collectivist drive and a single-minded attitude towards the kind of developmental governance to which we all aspire. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn, àjọṣe gbogbo wa ni.